Hi there, this is Save with Crypto. Okay, so I just wanted to show you what was going on with the Ethereum trade that I had. Now, if you remember what I'd done, I'd set a second order down here at 2200. And that was really cool actually, because it came down actually to 2198. So that second order got triggered, which made my average entry, what was that, 2351, and it's currently at 2406, so I'm actually 10% in profit, so it's about $100 in profit, which is quite cool, because last night I was like $500 down, so just shows, a bit of patience and a bit of strategic kind of averaging in can pay off. Now, I don't trust this, of course, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to set a stop loss just slightly in profit, kind of like 23.62, something like that. Let's try that. So 23.62. I generally like it to be about 2% profit, because I know that normally pays for the fees, and you'll break even. So yeah, let's call it 2361.25. Okay, so that trade is safe now. I don't have to worry about that. If that comes down, I won't lose money, but hopefully it'll go up and then I can reconsider. Meanwhile, everything else is starting to go a little bit green, isn't it? Not amazing, but certainly better than yesterday. I did notice Freeway Token is 1.2 cents. That's a bargain, that is. So tempted to get some of that. Now, as you know, if you saw my video last night, I did sell my car last night, and I got about 9,000 euros for it, 9,500 euros, I think. And it's so tempting to spend that on some crypto, and Freeway Token is quite tempting, I must admit. But I probably do need the money for other things, so I will consider that carefully. So meanwhile, over on my Freeway account, I've decided to change the output of the Freeway rewards. Now, it was going to BNB, and it earned, what did it earn? It earned, I don't know, about $16 worth of BNB over the past few days. So that's not amazing, but it's something. So I'm going to swap that over to Bitcoin now, because I think the more Bitcoin I get, the better. So that's what I'm doing there. Somebody did ask in a comment, when's the Graham Doggart interview going to happen? I'm not totally sure, to be honest. I know he's travelling a lot, and I am in contact with a guy at Freeway to try and arrange it. But to be fair, I'm actually quite busy myself, because I'm in the process of moving house, moving country even. So it's a little bit more time consuming than I'd like it to be. But I will try and sort it out. So I suppose the question is Bitcoin going to bounce a little bit like Ethereum is doing at the moment? Well, it may do. This is only the 1 hour time frame, but there is a green MACD indicator there, so that's something positive. It might go up, or it might just be a dead cat bounce, and it might just come crashing down again. But at the moment it's 8 o'clock in France, so it's about another hour before the London markets open, so I'd expect some sort of mild volatility then, and then more this afternoon when the New York markets open. But to be honest, it's come down so far now, it's got to go back up at some point, or maybe not. I know some people think it will go down to 20k, so it's definitely a possibility, but I know there is a lot of resistance at 30k, and there's a lot of kind of psychological resistance as well at 30k, so people have probably got lots of buy orders set down there. It would certainly make sense, wouldn't it? So hopefully it won't go back below 30k. It did just dip down to 29.678 last night. At what time was that? That was 2 o'clock in the morning here. So that would have been with the Asian markets opening. So yeah, it's worth keeping an eye on when the traditional markets open and close, because it does have an effect on crypto and the markets in general. Now, just while I'm talking about trading, I'll just show you something in ByBit, because in the derivatives accounts, you've got these kind of USDT perpetual ones. Now, what happens here, you're basically trading, any of these kind of pairs. So say, for example, you got like DOT USD Tether. So you're trading the price of DOT. So you start off with US dollar Tether, And then if the price goes up or down or whatever you're doing, if you're shorting or longing, you can hopefully sort of gain more. But then it's always resolved in USD Tether. Now, at the moment, gaining kind of more Tether isn't what I want to do. I want to be gaining more crypto because most cryptos are down so much that I basically want more of them. So what you can do as well as the USDT perpetual, you can do the inverse perpetual, and that's generally what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing with the Ethereum. The Ethereum USD inverse perpetual pair gets resolved in Ethereum. So you start off with Ethereum, and say it increases by 100%, you end up with twice as much Ethereum. Same for Bitcoin or whatever. So at the moment, I'm just having a little play with XRP, which is Ripple, which is a coin that I'm really not into. But as they say with crypto, don't hate it, don't date it, just trade it. So that's what I'm doing. So I did enter this morning. So I entered in at 0.51 of a dollar, so 51 cents. It's now up to 52.62 cents. So my 5x trade is currently $133 in profit, which is nice. So that's the sort of thing you can do with ByBit. But if you don't know what you're doing, don't do it, because you can lose money very, very quickly. But if you are interested, have a look at the link down in the description down below, or you can go to savewithcrypto.org/ByBit, and that will get you up to a $4,050 bonus, which you can trade with. I mean, you can't get the bonus and just withdraw it. You do need to use it for trading, or you have to pay for fees, or even pay for your losses if you lose. And it does require quite a hefty deposit to get that bonus. But anyway, it's there if you want it. If you want to try Phemex, you can do that. You can get up to a $1,100 bonus by going to savewithcrypto.org/Phemex. It's a very similar platform. And I know YouTubers always get slagged off for shilling their ByBit and Phemex links, but to be honest, if you're going to use the platform, you may as well get the bonus. And, you may as well give it to the little guys like me, because I think people like Carl the Moon and MN Crypto, I think they've got enough money, actually, especially Carl the Moon. He's just seemed to have gone mad, really, buying watches for $1 million. But, fair play to him. I wouldn't want to work in a supermarket in Sweden. Can't think of anything worse, to be honest. My apologies to anyone who does work in a supermarket in Sweden. Anyway, it does look like the XRP trade has taken off fairly nicely. It's $150 in profit now. What I'd done, I'd kind of split up my entry a little bit. So I'd actually had second entries here at 0.41 and 0.31 kind of down here. And I think what I'll do now is I'll just cancel these, and then I'll do my usual thing of putting in a stop loss, slightly in profit. So I'm going to put a stop loss in there. Let's try 0.5134. 0.5134. 0.5134. Okay, that will give a 2%, 2.77% profit. It's going for my usual 2% profit. So there you go. So if it comes down there, then the order will close at pretty much break even. There'll be a tiny profit, but hopefully that one will go up as well. So I don't know, things are looking a little bit better today, aren't they? Ethereum's above that zone of resistance I pointed out yesterday. So that might be good. That might be able to get up to there, maybe. Bitcoin, how's Bitcoin doing? Bitcoin is, maybe this is a real bounce. I'm not expecting wonders, though. I'm expecting maybe, 35 at the most, really. Meanwhile, eGold. Oh, yeah, that's nice. All right. See, I should have got some down here, shouldn't I? Then I'd have been 8% up. You can, by the way, trade eGold on ByBit, and that is one of these ones, the USDT Tether eGold. So eGold USDT. So yeah, if you wanted to trade that, you could trade that on ByBit as well. But bear in mind what you would do. You'd start with Tether, and then you would trade the volatility of the price. And then when you close a trade, you will end up with Tether, not eGold. But of course, if you want to convert that over to eGold, you'd basically just go to trade and go to spot trading. So if you had a load of Tether that you'd made, you could buy eGold with your Tether here for whatever price you want. And, you know, just like the derivative trading, you've got limit market orders that you can do. So, yeah, it's all good. Anyway, if you want to check it out, do have a look at the ByBit link. I'll just shill it once more. So, savewith.crypto.org/ByBit. Now, over on the Maiar Dex, there was a couple of announcements yesterday. There's one to do with claiming the rewards with the meta bonding. And apparently you can claim up to 3 weeks meta bonding in one go now rather than 7 days. And I was trying to think, why is that of any use? And I guess the use is the fact that, you know, the actual payouts are so poor with these that you probably don't want your claiming to get gobbled up with the fees of actually claiming them. So leaving stuff for 3 weeks might make sense. But I think for most people, they just want to see what they've got, which generally ZoidPay is better than everything else by far. But even then, you know, it's a tiny amount. The other announcement is today at 1600 UTC, we'll be able to metastake Ethereum. So I'll probably do another video later on to show you how all that works. Anyway, so if you've enjoyed my sort of early morning croaky ramblings, please give the video a like. Do leave a nice comment, make sure you're subscribed and you've got the notifications set and all, and above all, tell your friends.